Hi students. Now let us go for some more examples on residues. If the function is of the form f of z equal to pi of z by psi of z. If the function is in this form, numerator by denominator, then the residue of f of z at z equal to a and z equal to a is a simple pole, then you can apply another formula also. Residue of f of z at z equal to a is pi of a by psi dash a. So, if f of z is of the form pi of z by psi of z, that means numerator is pi of z and denominator is psi of z, and z equal to a is a simple pole, then you can find the residue using this formula also. Pi of a by psi dash a. But this formula is applied only for simple poles, not for order m. This formula is applied only for simple poles. Now, let us go for an example. If z equal to a is a simple pole, then you can use this formula also to find the residue. Find the residue of z square by z square by 1 minus z power 4. So this is f of z. So f of z equal to z square by 1 minus z power 4. That can be written as minus z square by z power 4 minus 1. So minus z square by z power 4 minus 1 can be written as z square plus 1 into z square minus 1. Z power 4 minus 1 is z square plus 1 into z square minus 1. So minus z square by z square minus I square to z square minus 1 square. Plus 1 can be written as minus I square. So minus z square by z plus I, z minus I, z minus 1, z plus 1, z minus 1. So the denominator is z plus I, z minus I, z plus 1, z minus 1. So to get the poles, let the denominator equal to 0. Z plus I into z minus I into z plus 1 into z minus 1 equal to 0. So z equal to plus I, minus I, plus 1, minus 1. So there are 4 poles. Plus 1, minus 1, plus I, minus I. These are all simple poles. These are all simple poles. So you have to find the residue at each pole. This method is easy now. Let pi of z equal to z square, psi of z equal to 1 minus z power 4. So psi dash z equal to minus 4z cube. Pi of z by psi dash z equal to z square by minus 4z cube. That is equal to z square cancel out. Minus 1 by 4z. So pi of z by psi dash z equal to minus 1 by 4z. Now let us take each pole to get the residue. So residue of f of z at z equal to I equal to minus 1 by 4z at z equal to I minus 1 by 4I by rationalizing minus 1 by 4I into I by I. So minus I by minus 4 I by 4. So that is I by 4. Next, let us take the another pole. Z equal to minus I. So Z equal to minus I minus 1 by 4 into minus I. So minus 1 by 4 minus minus cancel out 4I by rationalizing I by I by 4I square. So minus I by 4. So this is simple method. There is no differentiation. Directly you can take minus 1 by 4z for each pole. Next, residue of z f of z at z equal to 1. So at z equal to 1, that means minus 1 by 4. Next, residue of f of z at z equal to minus 1. So minus 1 by 4z at z equal to minus 1, minus 1 by minus 4, that is 1 by 4. So there are 4 poles and 4 residues at the poles. Now let us go for one more example. So this is a simple method to find the residue. Find the residue of z square by z square plus z power 4 plus 1. So f of z equal to z square by z power 4 plus 1. So this is another function. We have to find the residues. So to get the poles, let the denominator equal to 0, z power 4 plus 1 equal to 0, z power 4 equal to minus 1. So z equal to minus 1 whole power 1 by 4. Minus 1 means cos pi plus I sin pi whole power 1 by 4. Cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0. So minus 1 can be written as cos pi plus I sin pi whole power 1 by 4. So this is the complex variables. By applying De Moivre's theorem, it can be written as fourth root of z power n. Fourth root means cos of 2n pi plus pi by 4 plus I into sin of 2n pi plus pi by 4. By applying De Moivre's theorem, we will get the for n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So you have to take n values up to 3, from 0 to 3, because n is 4, you have to take up to n minus 1. So by applying De Moivre's theorem, you will get the roots. Now n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, you will get the different poles. Let n equal to 0. So n equal to 0 implies z equal to cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. What is cos 45 degrees? 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2. 1 plus I by root 2. Next, n equal to 1. Z equal to cos 2 pi plus pi. 3 pi by 4 plus I sin 3 pi by 4. Cos 3 pi by 4. 3 times 45. 3 times 45 is 135 minus 1 by root 2 plus I into 1 by root 2 minus 1 plus I by root 2. 2. N equal to 2 implies Z equal to cos 5 pi by 4 plus I sin 5 pi by 4. Cos 5 into 45. Cos 5 into 45 means what is the value? 45 into 5. 225. 225 means minus 1 by root 2 plus I into minus 1 by root 2. Because 225 lies in third quadrant, cos and sin both are negative. So minus 1 minus I by root 2. Next, n equal to 3. So z equal to cos 7 pi by 4 plus I sin 7 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4 means fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive 1 by root 2 plus I into minus 1 by root 2. So 1 minus I by root 2. So these are the poles. So now the poles are 1 plus I by root 2 minus 1 plus I by root 2 minus 1 minus I by root 2. 1 plus I by root 2 minus 1 plus I by root 2 minus 1 minus I by root 2 1 minus I by root 2. If you go by direct method, limit z tends to a, then it is difficult to cancel out these values. So we'll go pi of z by psi of z method. Now these are the poles. Minus 1 minus I by 2. 1 minus I by root 2. Now pi of z equal to, now let this be pi of z by psi of z. Pi of z equal to z square. Psi of z equal to z power 4 plus 1. So psi dash z equal to 4z cubed. Pi of z by psi dash z equal to z square by 4z cubed. Z square cancel out 1 by 4z. Now we have to calculate residue at each pole. So pi of z by psi dash z is 1 by 4z. So residue of f of z at z equal to 1 plus I by root 2. That is equal to 1 by 4z at z equal to 1 plus I by root 2. I by root 2. Root 2 by 4 into 1 plus I. 1 minus I by 1 minus I. So root 2 into 1 minus I by 4 into 1 minus I square. 1 minus I square means 1 plus 1, 2. So 1 minus I by 4 root 2. So the residue of f of z at 1 plus I by root 2 is 1 minus I by 4 root 2. In the similar way, you can calculate minus 1 plus I root 2. Minus 1 plus I root 2. 4 into minus 1 plus I root 2. By rationalizing this, minus 1 minus I by minus 1 minus I. So root 2 into minus 1 minus I by 4 into minus 1 whole square 1 minus I square plus 1. So root 2 into minus 1 minus I by 4 into 2. So minus 1 minus I by 4 root 2. In the same manner, you can calculate the residues for the remaining poles also. This is one more example. Now let us go to the another example. So this is the easiest way to find the residues. Find the residues of tan Hz. Find the residues of tan Hz at each pole. So let f of z equal to tan Hz, that is equal to sin Hz by cos Hz, sin Hz by cos Hz. Sin Hz means e power z minus e power minus z by 2. Cos Hz means e power z plus e power minus z by 2. By cancelling 2 e power z minus e power minus z by e power z plus e power minus z. Now dividing numerator and denominator by e power minus z, you will get e power minus z common out. E power z by e power minus z minus 1 by e power minus z common out. E power z by e power minus z plus 1. So e power z into e power minus z, e power 2z minus 1 by e power 2z plus 1. So this is pi of z by psi of z. Now to get the poles, e power 2z plus 1 equal to 0. So e power 2z equal to minus 1. That is equal to cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So e power 2z equal to e power I pi by 2. E power 2z plus 1 equal to 0. Otherwise, you can write this as, to get the poles, e power 2z minus I square equal to 0. The e power z whole square. So e power z plus I into e power z minus I equal to 0. So e power z equal to minus I comma plus I. This is e power z, but you have to get z value here. Now f of z equal to e power 2z minus 1 by f of z equal to e power 2z minus 1 by e power 2z plus 1. Now minus I and plus I can be written as e power z equal to e power I pi by 2 minus I e power z equal to plus I. So e power z equal to minus I can be written as cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2. Cos 90 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. So e power minus I pi by 2. So z equal to minus I pi by 2. E power z plus I can be written as cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So that is equal to e power I pi by 2. So z equal to I pi by 2. So these are the poles. Z equal to minus I pi by 2 and z equal to plus I pi by 2. So these are the poles. Now you have to find the residues at these poles. So poles equal to z equal to plus I pi by 2 minus I pi by 2. So these are the poles. Now we have to find the residues. So let pi of z equal to e power 2z minus 1, psi of z equal to e power 2z plus 1, psi dash z equal to 2 e power 2z. So pi of z by psi dash z e power 2z minus 1 by 2 e power 2z. Now we have to calculate the residue at each pole for this function. So the residue of f of z at z equal to I pi by 2 is e power 2z minus 1 by 2 e power 2z at z equal to I pi by 2. So e power 2 into I pi by 2 minus 1 by 2 into e power 2 I pi by 2. Calculating e power I pi minus 1 by 2 e power I pi. E power I pi means cos pi plus I sin pi minus 1 by 2 into cos pi plus I sin pi. Cos pi minus 1 sin pi 0. Minus 1 by 2 into minus 1. Minus 2 by minus 2, that is plus 1. So this is the method of finding the residue at z equal to I pi by 2. In the same manner, you can calculate that the residue at z equal to minus I pi by 2 also. Okay, thank you, students.